The camera is basically free, actually. Nothing from CEX, absolutely nothing. It's packaged a bit weirdly, which I'm not keen on the name. First impressions, not great. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today is an exciting one. So as you may or may not know, I've been wanting a vlogging camera for quite a while, quite a few years I'd say. Initially, when I set up my channel, I made myself the goal to buy myself one when I reached 1,000, but that was back in like 2020 when I was actually doing it regularly. I'm doing it regularly now, but between like 2020 and a year ago, I wasn't really uploading as much as I wanted to. So obviously I reached 1,000 subscribers a little while back, and I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna get myself a vlogging camera because I film everything on my phone and the quality of the phone is actually pretty good, but it's just not convenient because I can't really see what's in shot. Like, I've got a little mirror beneath my iPhone cameras. It does an okay job, but again, I would like something proper, a little bit better quality. So I've been doing a bit of research, and as far as I have found, the Sony ZV-1 camera is kind of like the best value for money. This is the one I'm after. I'm gonna order it from CEX because as far as I can tell, it's the best price, and normally things from CEX are pretty good quality. So because it's from CEX, I thought, I've got quite a few old like DS's and Game Boys and stuff that I don't use anymore. They're nice to have, but they've just lived under my bed for the last like 3 years. What I'm thinking of doing is trading them into CEX for vouchers, because you can get more money if you get a voucher, then use the vouchers to obviously pay for the camera. So in the next couple of days, I'm going to go into CEX and try and trade in my devices. Yeah, when I tallied it up with all the other bits and bobs I have, like games and stuff, it did say I should get around £380. £380, which is basically the same value of the camera. So the camera is basically free, actually. Basically free. I think I'm going to take them in today after I finish work. Could have a new camera by tomorrow, because I have to order it, because there is one in Barnstable, but I just didn't want to make the trip. So I'll catch up with you later. Okay. Back from work and went to CEX to get my consoles. So I had a Game Boy, a DS Lite and a 3DS. The DS Lite and the Game Boy I couldn't find the chargers for. So they were like, well, no, we can't take those without the chargers, which is fair enough. And then the 3DS, they were like, no, like, so I left it with them to test for 30 minutes. And I came back and they were like, it's got the tiniest little scratch on the hinge, so we can't take it. I couldn't even see this scratch. So they were like, try cash converters. So I was like, right. So I got nothing from CEX, absolutely nothing. So that was my voucher plan down the drain. So anyway, I go to cash converters, I take in my 3DS and all my unboxed games, because I didn't have the box for any of them really. Oh, and Mario Odyssey for Switch. I still had that in its box and stuff, and I completed it and obviously haven't played it in like 5 years, so I thought that can go as well. So for my 3DS, Mario Odyssey and 6 unboxed games, I got £115. £115, which I don't feel like is a lot, to be honest, but it is a really old handheld console. It had signs of wear and tear, and the games didn't have a box, so I was like, fair enough, that's fine, I'll just take that. So I took that. I took the cash, because obviously it's cash converters. So took the cash and then went to the bank and just didn't put it in my bank. And then I got home and I said to Ben, I was like, I only got £150 when I thought I would get like 300. I did have a little bit of savings. When I say a little bit, I literally mean like £100. I had like £100 saved for it. So Ben agreed to pay for the other half of the camera basically. So I've ordered it anyway, even though I didn't get my vouchers that I expected to get, but that should arrive really soon. As soon as it arrives, I'm gonna do an unboxing. I've already ordered a couple of accessories and bits for it. So yeah, I'm excited. So as soon as that arrives, we'll be unboxing. Just got back from work, my package has arrived. This is the box that it's in. I did get my partner to pre-open it before I got home, just to check that it's okay. It's packaged a bit weirdly, first of all. So this is from CEX, so it's rated a B grade, so it should be pretty good. It didn't include on the website what it does and doesn't come with, so I expected it to come with the wind muff, or I think people call it a dead cat, which I'm not keen on the name. It doesn't come with that. It also comes with a third-party charger, like a really weird charger. So I'll just show you. This is just how it came. Like, this is the only thing that's in the box. First impressions, not great. First of all, there's some disgusting, ratty little wrist thing that's been left on it. Like, I don't want that. Second of all, yeah, this is just a CEX charger. So I paid £400 for it, which I think new. I think they're between like £5.50 and £6.50. There's such a big range for some reason. So it's just got this micro USB. So there's no wind muff. If there's no battery in it, I'm gonna lose it, because like, so I'm just gonna unpackage it quite nicely in case I have to return it, because if there's no wind muff and if it's not in nice condition, then like, unfortunately I'll be going back, because it's just not, I just don't like the way it's packaged. Okay. Condition of it looks pretty good, actually. There is a bit of a mark on here. It just looks like maybe where they've had like a sticker on it in store. So I'm just gonna take this off. This is so gross. Like, I'm in the bin. Moment of truth. Let's check for a battery. Okay, there's a battery. The original battery, which is perfect. Cool. Does it have any charge? Right, let's have a look at the screen. Should we have a look together? Oh, okay. Okay. That looks good. The screen looks to be in good condition, I think. Yeah, so tiny. So tiny. So I'm filming with my 16 Pro at the moment, my iPhone 16 Pro. That's what I have been filming on for the last year or so. Oh, ignore my lipstick. I've literally just got home from work and I wanted to do this like immediately. I don't really know how to use it. It's hard to get a gauge on what the picture looks like as well, because it's such a small screen, but it looks good. I think it looks good. The condition of it looks really good, actually. So, oh, there's a tiny bit of where the letters have come off, but there's no scratches. What I'm concerned about, I think it might just be a mark. There just looks like a tiny hairline scratch. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Don't think you can see. I mean, I don't think it will affect, I can't see it in the picture. To be honest, knowing how, oh, okay, I'm literally not in focus. There we go. Knowing how strict CEX are with their, what am I trying to say? Like, when you try and sell stuff CEX, like, they're so strict with it. Like, when I took in a couple of my items, they wouldn't even take them, because there was like the tiniest little hairline crack on a hinge of a 3DS. Like, I know how like strict they are, so I wouldn't expect there to be any problems. But before I get into testing it out a little bit. I've got an SD card, so I'll do a bit of a haul. So I've got 128GB SD card. So I've been watching a lot of videos, and apparently it's good to have a high-speed SD card. I don't really know a lot about cameras. I used to know more. I used to have a camera, but it wasn't like a particularly good one, I don't think. I've also got a little protective silicone case for it. I bought all this in advance, so I had it like ready to go. It doesn't feel fragile, but I just feel like I need to be really careful with it. Like right, if we just turn it on. Nice. Oh, the screen's not. Come on. Funnily enough, it didn't make me set it up, so guess it wasn't factory reset. This one? Oh, okay. Right, it's recording. I don't have a, you know, like a, what's it called? A handle, I don't know, a tripod. I don't have a tripod for it. So it's just gonna have to, oh, there's a little red light on the front. Oh my god, this is so crazy. My hands are really shaky because I haven't really eaten much today. The screen's small. I expected it to be big. I guess I'm used to like my iPhone, but you know, I can see if I'm in frame, which is the first time ever. Like, I've never had a camera that I can like see. I normally just use a mirror behind my phone, so I can kind of like, that's why I keep looking off over here, because my mirror is like angled so I can see what's on the phone screen because I record with my back camera. So I'm just gonna try it out for the next week or so, see if it works good, learn how to use it. Yeah, we'll go from there. It's pretty exciting to be able to see myself and film at the same time. I saw a lot of complaints about the field of view, but I think it's absolutely fine. I don't know if that's because I'm just used to the phone, which is probably like the same, but I saw a lot of people say for vlogging it doesn't have a very wide like angle, but I think that's absolutely fine. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Okay, I think that's enough tests for this video. Obviously I'm going to put these clips into my video, and we'll test the sound. Obviously I don't have the wind muff, but I think I'm just going to buy one. I think they're literally like, I think they're like £4 on Amazon, so yeah, I'm just going to buy one. But yeah, it looks to be in good condition. Like I said, it's got, I can't see it now actually. I thought it had scratches on it, but I can't really see them, so I think it might have just been where it's been wiped or something. Looking at the two screens, I think the iPhone definitely maybe films a bit warmer, but then I think I've got a setting to make it like look like that, so I could always maybe just colour grade this a little bit more in post. Like, it literally is just like a one setting thing, because I do like it to be a bit warmer, but that looks pretty good. I think that'll be dinner. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good, so I'm gonna leave it here for now, but I will come back and kind of give you an in-depth review after I've used it for a little bit. Morning, the testing commences. So today I'm getting my hair done. I'm going back to, oh, hold on. Alexa, office off. I just installed some new plugs so I can turn off all of my lights in my office at the same time, and I'm super excited. Okay, I feel like I have to interject. So I had a play with the settings, and looking back at this footage, it looks so bad. So I do adjust the settings later on. So just bear with me. But yeah, I'm going back to my hometown to get my hair done because it's cheaper than getting it done in Plymouth. I'm running a little bit late, so it's probably fine. I really want to make myself a coffee before I go, because it's just like a little treat for the journey, because it's just like such a boring drive. It's about an hour, and I just want a little treaty. But I don't have a tripod for this camera yet, so I've ordered one, but I think I might have one at my mum's, so I'm gonna have a look anyway. But the one at my mum's, if it's there, is a magnetic one, and I just feel like that's gonna be playing all kinds of havoc if that's the main one I use, because I don't want to put it in my bag, and obviously it's magnetic, so it could damage other things, I guess. I don't really know. Yeah, so I just thought I would take you along with me, obviously test the camera for the day to see how the quality compares. So when I looked back at the footage from yesterday, the iPhone and this camera are really close, and the iPhone does shoot warmer, but this one is definitely more true to life. But like I said in the last clip, I think I've got my iPhone on a setting that shoots it warmer. I think it's on like the amber setting or something. So this, you can create your own like filters for it, or obviously I can just edit it. I can just like literally just make it a little bit warmer in Final Cut Pro. But I think the picture looks really good. And yeah, I thought I'd just bring you along with me. Obviously I am limited on what I can film because I don't have anything that this sits on, like that, like I can't prop you up on anything. So yeah, next time you'll see me, I'll probably be in M&S or something like that. I didn't, yeah, I saw it a while ago. From having my hair done, I really like the result. It's kind of hard to see in this light, but I'm very happy with it. It is, however, really hot today. I'm literally boiling. Good morning. Just getting ready for my like interview type meeting thing. It's kind of like an, I can't remember if I've already said, but it's kind of like an informal interview because they asked me if I was interested in the job, so I guess it's just to find out if they like me and stuff. So yeah, I'm just getting ready for that. I used that like heatless curl thing on top of my head last night just because I don't like my hair to touch me while I sleep, but it's kind of just like kinked it weirdly, so it's kind of annoying, so I'll probably just straighten it with the air wrap. But what I was going to say is I had a look at the footage from yesterday from the camera and I wasn't that impressed with it. So it was just quite grainy and not as crisp as I was expecting it to be. So I had a little play with the settings because when I first unboxed it, like that footage looks good to me. Like I thought that looks crisp, looks clean. In general, I think it is quite on par with the iPhone, but my iPhone does have trouble focusing sometimes, and when it switches between the lenses, you can see the jump. And honestly, my iPhone camera does just like piss me off. So I do prefer it to the iPhone. This footage, what I'm filming now, should be better than yesterday's footage, I think, because I've played with the settings, little bit of testing it out last night, and in low light it looks quite good, and I know this camera typically doesn't perform well in low light, so. And I also turned on the product showcase so I can show you my nails properly. That is actually just like so impressive though, like it just snaps on there. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get ready for, what are you doing? Scratching my iPad. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get ready for my interview. The time is 8:30 and I'm not meeting them until 10, so I've got plenty of time. This is the fit. I think it's cute and businessy, so yeah, wish me luck. So I thought I would finish the video off with some final thoughts. As I touched on earlier, I messed up the settings somehow partway through the video, so that footage, when I watched it back, I was low-key fuming. I was like, I just did loads of research, spent £400 on a camera that looks worse than my fucking phone. And then I did some research and then I changed the settings again and I think it looks absolutely fine. I think the colour, like I said earlier, is definitely more cooler than the phone. But again, I think that's the settings that I have set up on the phone. I have, I think, added a bit of saturation to what the camera films, but I think it will mostly be a case of just warming it up a bit when I come to edit the footage. The sound quality on this camera is so much better than the phone. Like, I thought the phone had a good microphone, but this is so much better. It sounds, as you would have heard earlier on in the video, yeah, it's just so much better. I think I still have some playing around to do, but I'm definitely gonna keep the camera, because for a minute I was considering turning it back, because when I changed the settings I was like, the footage isn't really that good, like it's not much better than my iPhone, like I could just do with the £400 really. But I am happy with it. I think pros and cons. So pros, I guess, would be it's really compact, it's very light, like it's just such a minimal piece of kit, like it's just so small. The sound quality is great. The camera, I would say, is easy to use. So I don't know anything about cameras or aperture or f-stop or anything like that really, so it's definitely a good starting point. I think as time goes on I am going to learn more about it and maybe like manually adjust the settings, but because it's a vlogging camera, that's not something you want to do every time you change scenery, that kind of thing. So I think because it's got all those settings automatic, I think it is really good for obviously vlogging, which is what it's made for. You can add external mics as well, which is pretty cool. I haven't got any, but I'm sure I will at some point. I like the idea of having like a little lapel mic, so I'll probably get one of those at some point. The file sizes aren't too crazy either, because that was something I was worried about. Because I use my iPad to edit, I have limited space on it to work with. Like I do have a hard drive, but because of the way Final Cut Pro works, for some reason it stores all of the footage that you're working on in the app, so you can't really have too many files. Like I've literally got 30 gigabytes free, maybe, and that gets filled up pretty quickly if I'm editing. So the file sizes aren't too bad. If you're filming in 4K, however, they're huge. They're too big to work with, honestly. Like, I like to have the option, but I'm never going to use it because the file sizes are too big. Like, I just don't have anything. Like, I've got my laptop, but I think my laptop will just struggle. So yeah, the file size is a good size. They're not difficult to edit or work with or anything like that. The focus is super quick. So if I was to come up really close to you guys, it's in focus, I think. This is obviously quite jarring, but you can see all my pores. It just snaps back. And also, obviously, the product showcase. Like, it's just too good. It's too good. Yeah, I think that's all for my positives. Negatives, yeah, the battery life isn't amazing, but easily remedied by getting extra battery packs. So I purchased this from Amazon. This was like 20 quid, I think, or maybe even less, but it comes with 2 spare batteries, and then obviously you've got the existing one that comes with the camera, and you charge it in here. I thought this charged them without being connected to a power source, but it doesn't, but it's fine. It charges 2 at the same time, and then you've got a little carrying case for them as well, so they're portable. Not that they're not portable anyway, but it's just like a nice place to have them. I would say, I don't really know because I haven't really filmed for a long period of time. The only problem I have is it doesn't tell you before it's about to run out of battery, or not that I've noticed that it does, I don't think. So that's quite annoying because I was in the middle of filming the other day and it just turned itself off, so that's annoying. But if I were to guess, maybe 40 minutes of constant filming you'd get out of one battery, which is fine. Like, realistically, are you going to be filming for more than like 3 hours in a day? Probably not, I don't think. I mean, I'm not, so it works fine for me. Any other negatives? However, while I was doing research, I did see a lot of people say that it overheats, but I haven't found that at all. I don't know if it's because I don't bother to film in 4K, but it hasn't overheated for me. The longest I filmed for is probably maybe like half an hour in one go. And it's not even footage that I used because I did it on the poor setting and I just deleted it anyway because I was like, that looks rubbish, I'm not using that. But yeah, as for negatives though, I think that's pretty much it. Maybe I'd say the camera, like the picture quality is very close to the iPhone, I think, but the iPhones are they're really good camera quality. Like, I don't think I could get much better without spending thousands on a full massive camera that's not particularly portable, and that's not what I wanted. I bought this because it's portable and it's small and I can just take it around with me. I can set it up and just talk, and yeah, so I think it's a really good all-round camera. If you're looking for a little portable vlogging camera, then I would say this one's perfect. There is a Sony ZV-1 II, but I don't really know what the differences are. Oh, that's another thing actually that's reminded me. So on this one, the bit that you screw the tripod into is near enough in the middle of the camera, but in the ZV-1 Mark II and the ZV-1F, they are kind of on the end of the camera, so it's a little bit like kind of off balance, I guess. The reason for that is with this one you can't open the battery door while it's on a tripod, but I don't really know why you'd want to. Like, if it's on a tripod, you're going to want to be filming. Like, I don't think for me it's a problem that I can't open the battery door while it's on a tripod. The other ones you can, but for me, I'd rather it be more balanced than to be able to get the battery out while it's on a tripod. So that's another thing that I like about this camera as opposed to the other two models that I was considering. But that is my full complete review. If you wanted to check the camera out, I will leave an Amazon link below because that would make it an affiliate. But you can find it cheaper than Amazon, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, let me know what you think of the picture quality, if it's better or worse than the iPhone, if you think it's worth £400. For me, it is, but it might not be for everybody. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.